together with the intention of giving back to the society. Currently, Aligarh Renaissance have 8 international chapters and we have 800 members which are available in 65 districts. A team of youth who have passion for social service and compassion toward the suffering of disadvantaged section of the society came together and formed the Aligarh Renaissance. They were inspired by thought and philosophy of Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, the founder of Aligarh Muslim University. So, sorry. Okay. Welcome to the session on professional. Welcome to the session on professional writing and business communication. We are honored to have with us a distinguished speaker who have vast experience in counseling, teaching, and working for the upliftment of marginalized community. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Ghulam Muhammad Moinuddin, the State Vice President of All India Principal Association Telangana. Mr. Moinuddin has a vast wealth of knowledge and experience in the field of education and professional development. He has been instrumental in mentoring and guiding many individuals toward the success. Without further ado, sir, I hand over the session to Mr. Moinuddin, sir. Sir, please.
Thank you very much for such a honor to speak to people who are seeking knowledge. Am I audible to everyone? And am I able to? Are you able to see me?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. So actually, myself, I will brief up a little bit because first time I'm able to interact with distinguished people like you. Actually, I'm a research scholar on ancient Indian history, and I am affiliated with different education institutions, especially budget schools, who are running with low fees and serving, underprivileged kids. And I have been doing this from last 20 years. And for all of your knowledge, I am graduated from Urdu medium. And by grace of God, I have completed my MA English in literature and then MBA in material and logistic management. So my journey towards education was very, difficult, but God graced and, given me opportunity because since my childhood, I have been trying hard to acquire knowledge. I have not, found, sincere people towards, underprivileged kids during my experience. It is different to different. I know that, but since my childhood, I have been trying hard, So I thought, instead of finding why should I not, myself become a person who should help. So going on this and learning different experience from different students, I came to know that, students, the basic, the problem that job seekers or students, what they are facing is communication skills. Communication skill is very important. Basically, when you are, from different mother language. We Indian basically are from, Hindi background or, some other regional language background, and we learn English language. When we talk about business communication, when communication comes, structure of sentences should come in our mind first. What we are addressing. When we call business, the first thing should come in that automatically comes in our mind that we have to address entrepreneurs, employers, any communication between the traders, between the one business to other business, or one employee to employer or employee to employee. Such communication, we call it business. That is a familiar term we understand. But there are some certain rules in communicating or, initiating, our concern through letters to the organization or to the employer or to the employee. Before going to the conclusion, first, we need to have structure of sentences in our mind. And what I have find in my experience that most of the students, they have no knowledge of structure or sentences pattern. And they have no, basically, I have found around 80% students have no knowledge about tenses. They have no knowledge about active passive. Might be they are familiar because they are used to it in their academics or, in their daily life. But actually, the meaning, what we are saying, what word or what sentence we need to use, most of the students have no knowledge. Like when we say, I apologize, or I am apologizing, or I have apologized, or I have been apologizing. These 4 sentences. Any one of the present in the group can explain me or can translate me in Hindi or your regional language. Like I'm familiar with Urdu or Hindi. So anyone can translate me these sentences. I apologize, I am apologizing, I have apologized, I have been apologizing. Anyone can translate me these sentences? The basic idea, when we communicate, when we talk, when we speak, we should have an idea in our mind what we are saying, at what extent we have to speak. So, there are 2 things when communication comes. One, you need to have a strong technical, strong, knowledge about your own language. Because, your mind wants to convey something which you think in other language. So, in other language, there are certain type of sentences which also exist in your own language. So those sentences need to be correlated. What happens when we communicate, we have no idea what kind of sentences we need to speak up, what kind of sentences we need to write up. Something, when we write something to someone, especially, our youth, today's youth, they are, they apply many jobs, but they don't get the jobs. They don't even get reply. At least, thank you very much. We have received your application. It is in process. Very few organization response, which are auto response. And that they fail to, address their own concern or their own ability or their own achievements through words. They have no idea what I have basically realized during my 20 years of experience. So mine concern and mine means I have been trying hard to bring what the person thinks should be in the words. Basically, when we learn English language or when we speak English language, we try to copy what the West do. Actually, English must be motivated or must be correlated with our own mother tongue. So when we study tenses or active passive, anyone in the group have any command or some sort of sound knowledge in these 2 subjects, tenses and voices? You see, basically, when I'm talking like this, most of you thinking we're supposed to talk about business communication, and he's talking about grammar. In 24, 2024, we are living at a time when artificial intelligence is taking place many jobs. And artificial intelligence is revolutionizing human, especially office work. So thank you very much. So office work is being replaced by artificial intelligence. And thankfully, for few more years, like 10 years or coming 10 years, I'm expecting 10 to 15 years, artificial intelligence will be helpful for today's youth. After 15 years, our artificial intelligence will completely be revolutionized, and human interference will be limited. For that's a different topic we will discuss later. But my concern is that whenever you required effective communication through mode of communication through internet, you are simply going to be guided by the artificial intelligence. Even in WhatsApp, you can find one, support through AI. They have given you support. So the concern is not, when you are sitting even in WhatsApp, in any computer technology, you use your 100%, you are going to be assisted by artificial intelligence. But my concern is that when you using artificial intelligence, you must be able to understand what the best you can utilize to express your communication, an effective communication that results positively. But for that, you need to have command in your own mother tongue and the English language. As I said you, when I saw English language in learning perspective, I find only two interesting subjects: one tenses and one voices. And these subjects, if someone is getting command, 100%, I'm assuring you, you won't be defeated in any field of your life. You will not be able to defeat it in any field of life when you have command in tenses and active and passive. Believe me. And that active and passive, you should not learn. The West has, shown us. You must learn in your own mother language. In your own mother language, you must learn these two subjects in English language. When you see a grammar book to improve your communication skill in writing and spoken, both two subjects you take. Number one, tenses. Number two, active passive. And those two subjects you must understand through your own language. When you understand through your own language, you will conclude a best communication. That is 100% positive, I'm saying. 100% positive, I'm saying that your mind is made of your own mother language. The best you can speak is the language that you learn from the lap of your mother. So whatever language you're going to communicate, first understand that what your language speak up and translate them, learn them, and then do the best, do the magic. So format of effective communication is a different subject. But before making any conclusion of effective communication, we must learn the basic of English, and that is in form of tenses and active passive. I'm again asking the people who wants to learn, who wants to improve who wants to change the society. First, they must understand these two subjects, and 100% nobody is going to defeat you. That is my point number one. I am asking everyone, anyone has any knowledge of tenses and passive active in your own mother language. For example, I'm explaining you. There are 12 sentences in English language. Present tense, past tense, and future tense. Present tense speak about today's actions, past, the thing we have done, and future, which we're gonna do. Now, present tense has 4 forms, 4 kind of sentences you speak in present tense. 4 kind of sentences you speak about past tense, and 4 for the future. Now, I am helping you to understand a little bit, and maybe some of you may help me. Present tense. When we say present tense, there are certain structure of sentences like we do in maths. There are certain principles we need to follow in learning. Though for those who are, beginners, they understand well. There are English language basic principle is that there should be subject plus verb and object. We should know in our mother tongue what is subject and what is verb and what is object. And this subject and verb and object is the basic formula for all the 12 sentences, presents and past and futures. We need to understand these 12 sentences in your own mother language. What is subject and what is verb and what is object? When you understand in your own language, effective communication will come out from your own mind. No need to take any kind of help. Today's AI will help you a lot when you understand. They will give you different sentences. They will give you different format of letters. You will understand. You will be able to judge best by your own language, by your own translation. In simple word, I can say translation. You will see the sentence and you will understand your language, own mother language, and then you will choose the best possible part of sentences used to communicate with your employer or business partner or any business entity, entrepreneurship, or some even official correspondence related to government offices or to any other business houses. So now, simple present has 4 forms. I'm giving an example of how you need to learn. Simple present has 4 forms. Present tense has 4 forms. Simple present, present continuous, present perfect continuous. You need to do at least 15 days homework. I am sure 21 days you will be able to, you will be able to be counted among the best grammarian. I assure you, in 21 days. Only the practice required for 15 days. After 15 days, by end of 21 days, you will be able to be counted among the best grammarian. I'm repeating again for you. Simple present represents the work that is being done on a habitual basis, on a daily basis, not current. You do on a regular basis. I apologize. When we say I apologize, you should understand in Hindi, मैं माफी चाहती हूँ. When you say I am apologizing in present continuous, you should understand in your mind, in your own mother language, मैं माफी चाह रही हूँ. I have apologized, present perfect continuous. Then you must understand in your language that whatever kind of sentence that may be. I'm giving an example to you. I have apologized means you must understand मैं माफी चाह चुकी हूँ. I'm basically using Urdu because I'm Urdu medium graduate. I'm familiar with Hindi but a little bit, so might be some people may have some difficulty, but they can translate them in their Hindi language. I have been, present perfect continuous. I have been apologizing. मैं माफी चाहती रहती हूँ. When you understand your language and when you use your mind, मैं चाहती हूं बोलूं या चाह चुकी हूं बोलूं या चाहती रहती हूं बोलूं, द बेस्ट विल कम आउट। नहीं, मुझे यहाँ चाहती हूँ बोलना है, तो आई अपोलोजाइज, मैं आपसे माफी चाहती हूँ, आई अपोलोजाइज यू। So my to everyone, my simple advice is that before going to the format of effective communication or business communication, you must restructure your grammar first. And I'm not asking everyone to go through with Ren and Martin or some other grammarian book. What you need to do is that you only take 2 chapters, do translation in your mother tongue, and 100% you will be able to get the best result for your communication. Now, I have spoken a bit. Anyone has any question for me?
So everyone, if anyone have any query related to English, related to like business writing and professional writing and anything, you can ask any one of you.
Has anyone any doubt what I have explained related to tenses and parts of speech? Am I audible to everyone?
Any student
Yes, sir.
from the regular classes of English, please ask the question to sir.
Ma'am, am I
Yeah,
audible?
properly audible, and it's going great.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your response. See, don't see English as an line or some very difficult language. We basically think that English means some convent studied student or some very hi-fi schools who offers elementary schools education and some convent education, like don't think like that. It's just a language. And the basic principle, the universal principle of all languages are there are only 12 sentences in every language, not more than that. Similarly, English has 12 sentences. And your own language has 12 sentences only. If Urdu has only 12 sentences, Hindi has 12 sentences, Marathi has 12 sentences, Gujarati has 12 sentences. So every language has only 12 sentences, not more than that. And those 12 sentences we need to learn. Effectively, we need to learn. And when I'm saying you need to learn, you need to dedicate at least 2 hours in learning for 15 days. I assure you, when you learn it, after 15 days, you don't need a tutor. You don't need anyone to assist you. Your mind will help you out. It's the best machine God gifted you. So continuous, if you are doing efforts for 15 दिन अगर आप मेहनत करेंगे, आई एम यूजिंग हिंदी फॉर सम पीपल, अगर आप 15 दिन भी मेहनत करेंगे कि आप इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज है क्या, व्हाट इज इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज इज, तो आप जब आप ये 2 सब्जेक्ट पे कमांड हासिल कर लेंगे तो आपको हर चीज आसान नजर आएगी. हम जैसा नॉर्मली हिंदी उर्दू में बोलते हैं, मैं घर जाती हूँ, प्रेजेंट के 4 जुमले, मैं घर जा रही हूं, मैं घर जा चुकी हूं, मैं घर जाती रहती हूं. ये आज के 4 जुमले हैं. गुजरे हुए कल के 4 हम कैसे बोलते हैं? मैं गई थी, मैं घर गई थी, मैं घर जा रही थी, मैं घर जा चुकी थी, मैं घर जाती रहती थी. ये 4 पास्ट के जुमले हैं. फ्यूचर के जुमले कैसे रहेंगे? मैं घर जाऊंगी, मैं जा रही होंगी, मैं जा चुकी होंगी, मैं जाती रहूंगी. ये 4 जुमले उर्दू में, इससे हटके नहीं है जुमले. I assure you, I guarantee you, more than 12 sentences, there are no other sentences. In 12 sentences में 8 sentences को हम जो फॉर्मूला इंग्लिश का है सब्जेक्ट एंड वर्ब एंड ऑब्जेक्ट उसको रिवर्स यूज करते हैं. When you give importance to object instead of subject, आप अगर ऑब्जेक्ट को इंपॉर्टेंस दे रहे हैं तो 8 सेंटेंस में हम रिवर्स लिखते हैं. 8 सेंटेंसेस को हम रिवर्स बोलते हैं. जैसा मैं खाना खा रहा हूं बोल रहे हैं आप, तो उसका रिवर्स हम बोल सकते हैं खाना खाया जा रहा है मुझसे. मैं खत लिखता हूं बोले आप वही मीनिंग को चेंज करे बगैर खत लिखा जाता है मुझसे, लेटर लिखा जाता है मुझसे, मीनिंग चेंज नहीं होंगे. सब्जेक्ट एंड वर्ब, सब्जेक्ट एंड ऑब्जेक्ट अपनी पोजीशन चेंज करेंगे. यू मस्ट लर्न दीज ट्रिक्स इन इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज. और इंग्लिश सीख मैं समझ रहा हूं, इट जस्ट नथिंग. when you have good reading skills, when you have good writing skills, you will learn these topics and automatically everything will be improved. Someone was trying to say?
Sir, please continue.
Okay, you want me to continue? Okay. So now my concern to everyone who are attending now, learning English language in today's, scenario is very important. I have experience. I'll little bit introduce myself now. I have experience working as assistant purchasing manager in Hilton Hotel, 5-star hotel. I have worked for a while there. My HR manager was very close to me. He was a native person, and he was very close to me. And he says, I used to receive lot of CVs with lot of fake degrees. Okay, it is necessary that degrees are important to let the candidate in for interview. Experience is required to because certain people bring fake, experience letter as well. So now HR has policy, they will let you in to have interview, but the base of your appointment, the main, the main part of interview will be your communication. How you communicate with HR, how you explain, how you able to explain HR that what you have done. I think my points are useful for everyone. We can have, if you all are interested, I'll have a direct live session for practically tenses and voices. I believe before going to a business communication, because in my first introduction, I was asking you one question, whether you are familiar with tenses or active passive. I think no one came forward that yes, I have command, I am able to understand, or I am able to create sentences in that. So, and no one came. So my request to everyone is that we'll have a next session and we will talk about how we can learn tenses and parts of active passive effectively for improving our communication skills through our mother tongue. I can help those who are able to understand Hindi or Urdu language, because other languages I'm not familiar with that. Yeah, that you need to translate yourself. If you get my point to everyone is that learn the language with the help of your mother tongue. And I am concluding this. All languages is 12 sentences only. Among those 12 sentences, 8 sentences can be rewrite by using object in place of subject when you want to give importance to object. and what is subject and what is verb and what is object. This is the basic formula of all 12 sentences in English language. Basic formula, subject, verb and object. So when you want to give importance to object, in only 8 sentences you do in English language. So 8 passive sentences and 12 active sentences, total 20 sentences, you learn first with your own mother language, understand what is the meaning, and then you will have lot of opportunities, lot of ideas in your mind to represent your concern to the employer or to the business to whom you are going to write, or any other government office. Because, format of any business communication is very common. You will be able to receive from any part, header, footer, and the, content of the letter. You will easily learn. It's just a matter of a minute. Once we explain, you understand. But to understand that content is very important, how you are writing and what words you are using, and in which, tense you are representing the issue, it matters. Hope I'm able to resolve some of your, concern related to communication skills. I have a lot of to say you, but my request to everyone, those who learn, help those are in need nearby you. It is very important. We are a country of 143 crore people. It's now we crossed China. We have a lot of unemployed and concerned students around us, and we need to help them. So my request, maybe everyone is busy in their schedule, but at least once in a week you have some time for teaching, uplifting the people surrounded by you, and give advice, give them some, some sort of information related to job, related to learning, related to anything that helps or benefits them. Because overall, they will help our country, and that is the main concern. Every citizen should contribute towards the development, and being a student or being, employee, our concern should to benefit the nation only. And rest all, leave everything on the God side, because every minor thing is being noticed by God. It will be rewarded accordingly here and hereafter. So anyone has any question about me or I'll help you if those are interested. In next session, I'm really grateful to Aligarh Renaissance. They gave me opportunity. I'm working in Telangana. I'm running several educational institutions. I'm associated with several educational institutions. I own one institution, and a lot of educational activity I'm doing. I'm trying hard to help and reach those are in need. So anyone is in need, through Aligarh Renaissance, we will have another session, very informative. Believe me, trust me, we have a lot to discuss and to spread. So any question to me?
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Sir, my question is that as we all know that communication skills are very important, but there's also one thing that is comprehension. The way we represent our thoughts in front of a person so that he is able to understand us. So what should we focus on first, communication or comprehension?
Actually, very important you brought up. My concern was, comprehension, and the content of the letter is very important. The content of the letter, what you are writing. As I said you in my earlier word, there, many youth, many persons who are searching jobs, or who trying to convey some messages to government institutions, or some official related to their queries. They are failed to bring what actually need to be addressed. So my concern is the subject, content, comprehension that we need to focus on. Nobody sees basically when you are dealing with, some, a company entities or some entrepreneurs, definitely they will see the way you communicate with them, but intentions or your write-up matters to them a lot. So, as I said, you and everyone need to focus on comprehension. We need to focus on the content of the letter. And to improve that, you need to improve your two things in your language. Very good question. I'm really thankful.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Kulsum. Anyone of you ask any question related to the tenses, related to the voices, or anything you want to ask?
Now, I just want to say something to everyone. And if anyone has any, doubt or some, problem in learning tenses in their own language, I'll help you. I'm reminding you again, I'll help you through Aligarh Renaissance. I will help you all to improve your language.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam.
Sir, my question is that you said in the starting that we should basically focus on the grammatical part or grammatical structures of the sentences. Like you said, there are three simple past and there are four types of sentences in each sections. So we are learning these types of sentences or these grammatical structures from past 10 to 12 years, and still students aren't able to speak confidently in front of anyone. So for a beginner, so is it really important to focus on grammatical structures or grammatical part rather than they should just speak up or just focus on speaking and it will improve with practice? So is it really important for a beginner to just focus on grammatical part or grammatical structures rather than or speaking?
A very nice question, and again, I'm thankful to you as well. My concern, the first concern when we do communication is what you are writing. As I said, if someone is writing, I had requested, in place of I am requesting, the place of am, if he has no idea, or what is the usage of have and had, if he has no idea, how to write, use of will, would, do you think it will not change the mind of the person who's, being communicated by you or someone else? So my request to everyone is that language proficiency through your mother tongue, because you are able to express your thought in a best manner in your own language, rather than the language that is being, learned in your later stages. So my concern only is that when you communicate, better you will learn what you are communicating. The best sentence suits need to be addressed to whom you are communicating. Only this. And it's not, something you are learning for 10 years or 15 years from school life to college. You just learned it. But to utilize your, something is going to benefit you for a longer time, you have to, recall it. And I'm asking you to recall it. If you have learned, it's very nice. You have very strong background and you just need to recall them and understand in your own language. Not just to recall it and understand in your own language. That way you will be able to best communicate. That my concern is, main concern.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Anyone has any other question? 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 Anyone has any ot
Sir, there is also one more
Anyone?
question. That is, most of us are pretty good in English, but when it comes to speaking in front of people, we all get hesitative. So, how can we overcome that fear?
Actually, hesitation is, usually comes when you feel that, you don't have to say something or to express something. Hesitation will go when you read a lot. First, gain the knowledge of what you're going to speak in front of the audience. If you don't have any, knowledge related to subject, you won't be able to. Hesitation, you will say hesitation, but to speak up, you need to have a lot of resources in your mind. And whatever the subject might be, maybe you have to have that knowledge in your mind. And to get that knowledge, you have to read. You need to read a lot. And start communicating with yourself first. Read out loudly and hear what you are saying. Your voice matters. If possible, go to a mirror and speak up. You see your expressions. What happens in hesitation, we feel when we speak, we look different, or we feel we will be stopped. So try out the best possible in your own, and then discuss with your close friends. Make practice. Without practice, nothing will come up.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
All right, sir.
Wa alaikum assalam.
So my name is Bilal. I'm working as an associate US healthcare recruiter. During my college, I practiced myself to enhance the news editorial. I realized that I was improving, but nowadays I'm doing a job, and my job responsibility is to communicate with US citizens. So by doing this practice, my accent has been changed, but I lost my comprehension skill, what I had earlier. So what I should do, even keeping reading the comprehension regularly is not possible. So what should I do?
You're doing for a IT company or some other, I think, and you're working as business associate, I think, support associate something. Communicating with European or American clients or some sort of, people, definitely you will have a different accent that matters a lot. And to learn that, you need to get that, accent or some sort of, knowledge, you need to improve your listening skills. And related to comprehension and, related to, content of the subject improvement, you need to read a lot. You need to improve your vocabulary. You need to improve your antonyms. You need to improve your synonyms. You need a lot of, vocabulary in your mind. And once the vocabulary improves, 100% your, personality, your way of talk, your way of expression will also improve. So my advice to you is that you need to read a lot. Read loudly that you hear yourself. Some people, just see and just read in mind. So instead of that, read loudly and in best possible manner, the words which are synonymous words, you need to write up. You need to write down those words. And our mind, as I said in my first, introduction, our mind is the best machine. And when we write down something, when you learn anything, you just write down. When you even read, when you get a kind of sentence that does not, come easily into your mind, or you have some issue to understand, write down. When you write down, it will help you to memorize it. So improvement in communication is reading a lot. It requires a lot of reading.
Thanks for
And
suggesting, sir. I will try my best. Thank you.
appreciate that, Bilal. Appreciate.
You're welcome, sir.
So my request to everyone is that if anyone is interested in a structure of sentences, I'll help you out with the formulas, what 12 sentences are in English language, and how we understand in our own language. So own language means Urdu or Hindi, as I said you. I'll help you out in the next session if approved by the group admin. Definitely, I'll help you out on this. And then the third session, I will show you the structure of how best communication part we do. So foundation is very important. And I'm requesting all of you to first strengthen your foundation. And foundation requires what you speak, you must understand first yourself, and then you have to give out. Hopefully, I am helpful to you, and I assure you that the best possible I will do to help you to improve your communications. Hesitation part, I will just remind you again, read a lot, read in a way that your mind listen, and speak in mirror, speak in front of mirror. You see your personality, how you're speaking, and gain as much as vocabulary in your mind. And the best way of acquiring a vocabulary is read, write. Read, write. Believe me, 100% you're gonna be winner in your life. And one more thing I would like to last, but I would like to recall you all that whatever you do in your life, think that you're gonna benefit humanity. Believe me, make a mind of yourself that whatever I will achieve, I will try my best to do best possible way to my colleagues or my relatives or my neighbors. Believe me, definitely morally, when you make your mind to help, 100% not only learning perspective, lot more doors will open for you. Believe me, you won't imagine, and things will come in your favor. That is the best formula. B, in our country, there is very, very good ashlok in Hindu terminology, Laukika Kalyanam. That is widely used in most of the Hindu scriptures, one word, Laukika Kalyanam. And in Holy Quran also, there is similar word to that, Infaq fi sabilillah, welfare of the world. Make your mind, your achievement, and your success will impact others. And do learn. Learn it. Learn it. Give the time for learning. God will help you, not for you, but you decided to help other. Definitely help will come you. It's a practical experience I'm explaining, sharing with you all. So
Hello,
thank you very much. Walaikum
just only,
assalam.
yeah, this is Arkam Shafi. I'm just working as an environmental engineer in Qatar as well. Just let me know, like you explaining about the the writing. So in case of writing, when we are writing something, how we identify our mistakes?
Very nice question, Arkham Shafi something. Your name is Mr. Arkham Shafi.
Yes. Yes.
Very best question you have done. Very best question you have done. So what I'm asking everyone that, you must understand what you are writing. You must understand what you are getting through AI, artificial intelligence. There are many apps available in the, computer. When you click, you go on and you just write down, I need this later, or I need this communication. I need this project to be like that and that. It will give you a lot of, options. Among them, the best you need to choose. Today, we are living in a very, very, very nice life, I believe, being if you are working in office. It is 100% good life. You're going to enjoy if you're going to work in office environment through AI. So as Arqam Shafi has said, how are we going to identify the best option for us? Yes, best option can be identified when you understand the language. The language and you can understand through these two topics. So first, when I ask you that, what do you understand about tenses and active and passive? Do you know any structure of sentence in English language? I didn't get any response. So now, at least you try to improve this till we have a next session. Try to learn these things, and I will show you the shortest way to learn. Only one day I'll explain you all these 12 plus 8, 20 sentences. I'm saying if there is a Bible in English language, it is around 1,200, 1,300 pages. A lot of stories are there. A lot of, Prophet's life has been discussed, but those are in only 20 sentences, not more than that. I challenge if someone proves, no, sir, you are wrong. There are 21, 22 sentences. No, only 22 sentences. And do you think we can't learn 20 sentences? If we have learned those in our school life, learn today in, in a different perspective. And I will help you out. Inshallah.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Thank you. So hopefully I'm able to, give some, satisfying response to you all. So anyone interested, join me for the next session. They will, the admin will advise you all, and we will have, I'll have a session with you with a structure of sentences, 20 sentences, and then the final session will be to, thank you. So we'll have a next session related to structure of communication. See, understand, the structure of sentences is a different topic, which comes in content of your communication, and structure of your communication is different. That is the structure of your communication only. Content is different, and the structure of communication is different. So both I'll help you out in the next session.
Okay.
Sure, sir. I will be waiting.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anyone asking something?
I sincerely apologize. I have some, other appointments. So
Okay.
I excuse everyone now. And I just asking you to leave me for now, and hopefully we'll join again, and we'll have a topic like learning tenses and active passive and communication perspective. So that will be the subject, and hopefully the admin has noted. And if you like, we'll have a next session. I have an appointment at 10 o'clock today, so only 4 minutes left for me.
So thank you, sir. So let's wind up the session, and I extend our sincere gratitude to our distinguished speaker, Mr. Ghulam Muhammad Muhiuddin, and the founder of Aligarh Renaissance, Mr. Asfar Ali Khan, for their invaluable contribution to today's session. Thank you, all the attendees, for a successful and enlightening session on professional writing and business communication. And your contribution and participation have made this event truly impactful. So I encourage all the participants to join today, and thank you all for your active participation. Wish you all the very best in your future. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Okay, everyone, please leave yourself. I'm going to end the meeting. Ruqayya, how are you? Okay, before ending the meeting, I want to ask you, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. What about you?
Alhamdulillah. I was very nervous because the Asfar bhai said to me to host the today's session just 10 minutes ago before the session was started, and I was really nervous and anxious. How, sir? It's not impossible. Sir said like say anything. I was really getting fumble and
You said
while
very
speaking.
good words. I feel with your voice you are feeling nervous.
Yeah. Because I wasn't really prepared a little bit. Even I have an idea about it. He if like oh my god. Okay, finally I'm done. I'm
But
literally
you did.
sweating.
But you did it.
I don't know how. I was really when I was speaking, so I was really getting fumble and making like not a fluent voice. Okay, but yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm going to let's end the meeting.
Yeah.
But it
Okay, we
was
will meet inshallah on Monday.
thank you. Okay, okay. See you in the Monday's class.
Inshallah.
Allah Hafiz.